Hello everyone, this is our first episode of the Voice of GSCM. It is a mic initiative, media and interaction cell initiative from 1 year MBA GSCM, IIM Udaipur. We took this initiative in order to ensure that the application procedure of 1 year GSCM would be made easy. So here we have our friend from the current batch of GSCM, Anshul Agarwal. So let's hear out his experiences in IIM in his journey in his 2 month journey of at IIM Udaipur. So hi Anshul, how are you doing?
See, I'm very well doing. Just fine. Pleasant to see you that you're organizing such a nice initiative. It would be great if somebody can be helped out with this.
Yeah, it'll. We are hoping that there are people who can get help from these videos. They who can get their queries answered with the help of these videos.
Certainly, there must be a lot of them because I can relate it to well, like when we were in the same booth. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
true, true. Yeah, true.
finding for voices that can guide us. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Anshul, we have a few questions regarding the program.
Mhm.
These are the questions that were asked by our outside applicants who are the aspirants they wanted to get into IIM Udaipur. They wanted to know more about the 1 year GSCM program at IIM Udaipur. So, concerning the first question, so how did you come across IIM Udaipur GSCM and why did you choose IIM Udaipur 1 year MBA GSCM?
So, breaking your questions into two parts, how did I come across it? There are very various forums on which people are talking about it quite aggressively, and there have been people who have guided me regarding the program when I was working at my workplace. So, since a long period of time, I was always focusing on preparing for 1 year program rather than going into a 2 year exhaustive program because of my personal taste as well. So, yeah, I wanted the things to be done in a quicker pace rather than moving into a 2 year program and devoting that much of time because I had a time constraint too. So, yeah, that was about how I came across and why I liked it, and yeah, why GSCM program specifically. So, global supply chain management program and 1 year MBA program is very unique program with a specialization that is being offered into supply chain and operations. Okay, and I being myself a food technologist, quite related to well like how supply chain works in food and agri industry. And there are other industries, as I see from my fellow colleagues at IIM Udaipur, from the various domains that they come from, that how operations and supply chain has been playing the game changer role in each and every industry. It's a core of every industry, be it civil, be it telecom, be it IT industry. Every industry has operations and supply chain as the base, connecting all the various departments. So yeah, the thing interests me, and that is how I could relate it to it well, even during my interview process. So yeah, that was reflected, and yeah, I landed up with it.
That's a pretty good answer, Anshul. Thank you so much. So let's go on with the second question that was asked by our applicants. So, just 1 second. So yeah, before joining IIM Udaipur, you might be having some predefined idea on how because it is the brand of IIM is well versed across the country. So even every candidate, every aspirant would be having an idea on how the IIM would be, the institute would be. So before joining IIM Udaipur, the 1 year program in GSCM, what is your expectation before joining IIM Udaipur, and is it in line with the expectations in reality when you have entered into the program and you are going through the process? Could you please explain that?
Yeah, a couple of them. So. like I was having a 3 years of experience, okay, and there are very few IIMs who are offering a 1 year program for a participant with almost 3+ years of experience. Most of them has a bar of 5 years. So yeah, I had this apprehensions like, is it the right time that I'm asking for this 1 year program MBA, or should I go for a 2 year program? Once again, I was in the dilemma since the options were very less. So yeah, I'm Udaipur offering that. Made me realize I talked to people. I talked to reach out to several seniors of ours, alumni, and to the professors as well via LinkedIn. They are very accessible, right? And they convinced me like this is not about it's the right time or not. If you're a suitable candidate, you will end up at a you will do well, and that's what the past record of our alums has told us, being the right average batch profile or not. Other apprehension was towards the starting of the course when we got to know that the classes are going to be online because of this pandemic. Okay, and I was very much having concerns, uh, thoughts regarding what will be towards my experiential learning and learning with my batchmates, and there are so many hindrances that we can discuss about, like online classes would have. But seriously, when I was convinced, I was totally, we are asked by our professors and seniors that no need to worry, and you should join the program without any problems. The course delivery will be fine. Everything would reach out to your expectation. So I got convinced and I joined that. But let me reassure everyone that the delivery of the program has been up to the top notch quality that we were expecting it to be. And the institute thrives towards excellency. They are thriving towards quality. They don't compromise. They don't minimize themselves to any of the restrictions that was imposed by the pandemic to us. They make sure that all the delivery, all the activities, all the learnings are there. People interact. Professors do call. Professors do keep a check how individual participant is doing, and that is also a very good idea because we have a very small batch size
Yeah.
of about 40. So yeah, uh, the focus of the institute was never lost, and my expectations were met. So both my apprehensions are taken care of. Yeah, so I'm happy.
So quite comprehensive answer, Anshul. Thank you. Moving on to the third question from the applicants. So, how did you prepare your application? Or are there any quick preparations tips for our upcoming applicants? So, what were your questions when you are applying for IIM Udaipur? So, how what to fill in this column? There will be some kind of queries within yourself, and which makes you hesitant to answer that question. So, so what might be the answer for this question? What if it goes wrong? So, how did you get clarified?
Okay, so in my case, see, the application process would be there on the website soon, as I feel, and the admission cell would be taking care of that, and they can always check on our website, keep a regular check of that. But coming on to the part, as you mentioned, there would be what would be the process regarding some interviews or that were conducted. So yeah, there was a writing or essay that we were supposed to submit. We were supposed to submit a video of 2 minutes talking about us, and after that, evaluation goes on, and we are called on to interviews. So yeah, the process was exhaustive. I would say it really, helps you to think about yourself, so that they can see that what's inside us and what's true. Whatever we speak, are we are being truthful to us.
Yeah.
and everyone. So yeah, in that manner, I would urge every participant that it's not difficult of a application process. You just need to be sure that whatever you are wanting to do in life, that should reflect very nicely in your application process. Okay, so that if we are not being truthful to us or the institute now, that would create problems. If not be on the admission process, it can create problems later, for because if our thoughts doesn't match. So the application process is very smooth, and it's really interesting also. In a way, it gives you a perspective about new perspective about you also. So what are your interests, what makes you feel good, and what are your career views or visions about 5 years or 10 years later. So these all things are very though very common questions, but are very practical in nature when you are aligning yourself to a specialized course, which is not a very general MBA, but a
Mm.
specialization in operations and supply chain. And it's not necessary for anyone to have a prior work experience in supply chain and operations domain. It's only the interest and how well do you understand the thing working around the industry or around you. Okay, I myself come from a marketing background, let me assure you. So I have no experience in operations and supply chain prior to that. But since my industry works majorly depends on operations and supply chain, which is food and agriculture culture industry, which I come from. So yeah, I could relate it to well. So there are instances from where you can pick up your application points, and you can really throw that what interests you. Why do you want to be in this domain playing a game changer role? So yeah, that's all about the application, I would say.
Even I wanted to add to your point on the similar lines that even I am from analytics background. I don't have any idea on supply chain. What do the what after what can we do after MBA in supply chain? But the program is imbibing us into the supply chain, and it's pretty exciting when we learn about new things. So it is not a prerequisite. I can say that being having a prior experience in supply chain management is not a prerequisite for this program. Anyone can apply, if and only if you are interested and if you are passionate about the program and if you are passionate about what you wanted to study in your life, then you can go ahead and move on to the.
We can add one more thing, Sasi, into this. Like IMU prefers diversity in the
Yeah,
batch.
true.
Yeah, and as you and I can notice that we have a batch from very diverse background. We have people working in logistics. We have people working in warehouses, and we also have people working majorly in production only.
Yeah.
And some people like me and Bhushan who are in sales and marketing domain
uh,
completely. So there are people with diverse backgrounds, and it really becomes an enjoyable journey to be learning from all the various experiences that we have, and also the learning that becomes with the every perspective coming into play while we discuss many things around the campus.
Yeah, even though people who are having prior experience in supply chain, working in an industry is different from studying in a college. So they are having some theoretical knowledge in the college where they can apply in the industry.
Yeah,
So it may go the other way around. So
yeah,
whatever may be the reason, but everyone are new to the education background with regards to supply chain.
yeah.
That's what we can. Yeah.
So anything more coming in, Sachi?
Anything more? We are planning to do even more things at IIM Udaipur.
I
We are
would
just waiting to hit the campus.
any online form, I would be really pleased to help them out, and they can
Yeah, sure.
find my LinkedIn
Sure.
always. So, interesting. Thank you, Sasi.
Thank you, Anshul. Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Have a great day.
thank you, Sasi. Thank you for this opportunity. Same to you. Enjoy your day.
Guys, all the best for your application process. We
Okay.
hope you will be selecting to at IIM Udaipur, and we'll be meeting soon. So have a great day.